What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? I am the Kilted Cajun. Welcome back to my channel. A little while ago, I was thinking about doing a video talking about Leslie Jones and her whinging and moaning about getting paid far less than Melissa McCarthy because, heaven forbid, the star power, or so-called star power, gets paid $14 million, a lot, metric ton of money for Ghostbusters 2016, which we probably shouldn't have made because that movie was terrible, versus Leslie Jones be lucky to make $150,000. Is that wrong? No, it's not. Leslie Jones at the time was not an established actress. Like it or not, Melissa McCarthy is an established actress. She's going to make the big dollars. Regardless of the result of the movie and how much of a box office failure it was, that's how things are done in the movie industry. And there was another article with her talking about saying Saturday Night Live made her a caricature of herself on Saturday Night Live. Made her a caricature. Okay, that's just Saturday Night Live. And I thought about it. I was like, do I really care? No, not really. I couldn't care less. And then I came across this lovely little gem, and it's like, nope, I have to care. Because this is what I talk about. Leslie Jones continues to lash out at Ghostbusters critics, describes them as sad keyboard warriors living in their mother's basement. This is what we're going to get again if this writer strike is indeed over and the Hollywood elites get to start running their mouths again to promote their shows and talk about the criticism and everything. This is what we have to look forward to. This article from Bounding into Comics showcases what's been happening. Any sort of criticism that you put forth for a bad product, well, guess what? You're just a racist, a misogynist, and a keyboard warrior living in your mother's basement. Well, guess what? Where I live, there are no basements, and my mama's dead. So, how you feel about that? Meanie. My feelings are hurt. Anyway, Ghostbusters Answer the Call. I've never heard of that. Actress Leslie Jones. Is that what 2016 was called? Ghostbusters Answer the Call? That abomination? Continued to lash out because she has nothing better to do with her life. That movie was 7 years ago. Do you think you could move on to the box office failure that it was, the massive negative criticism that it got because it was a piss-poor product? Move on from it, figure out how to improve, instead of continuously, and again, 7 years later, you're going to come out and continue to call people who criticized your performance and the movie as a whole as, let's see, quote, sad keyboard warriors living in their mother's basements, as well as attacking them as racist and misogynists. Raise your hand. Well, I guess I can't raise my hand. I don't move very much. I, for one, well, I would say I'm so tired of this, but it's a day that ends in Y, so it's going to come out that one of these actors, actresses, or anything is going to come out and call you names, whether it's a director, whether it's Nia DaCosta running damage control before her movie's even out, The Marvels, or, in this case, Leslie fucking Jones, a memoir. It's the only reason she's in the news right now is because she's trying to sell a book. Yay. In an excerpt from her upcoming memoir, Leslie fucking Jones, a memoir published by Rolling Stones. Oh, Rolling Stones is a publisher. Okay, I thought they just wrote about crap. Now they're publishing crap. Jones blasted critics of the Ghostbusters film, writing sad keeper. Okay, basements hated the fact that this Okay, I'm going to read this, and I'm going to challenge myself to do this in one take and keep straight. Sad keyboard warriors living in their mother's basements hated the fact that this hallowed work of perfect art now featured, gasp, horror, women in the lead roles. Worst of all, of course, was that one of the lead characters was a black woman. For some men, this was the final straw. You pretentious twat. So high on your own farts for you to say something like that. I know there are a couple of names that nerds, fandom, geekdom, whatever, like to bring up to pretty much smash nonsensical bullshit like this. Of course, that's going to be Ellen Ripley and Sarah Connor. Those are our favorites, but there are far, far more female-led movies, whether it is a comic book, a cartoon, a TV show, or a movie. This is nonsense. I understand you have an entire generation of children who don't go back and watch any of the classic movies, the older movies, anything before 2010. But to have a grown woman, what sort of agenda is this? Well, we all know what sort of agenda this is. They're pushing nonsensical gaslighting, scapegoating, straw man. Pick one. I'm not sure which one it is. I've never quite understood what most of those words mean, so I'll try not to use them. But you get my meaning. She continued, it wasn't just racism or misogyny either. It wasn't actually either of those. It was none of the above. A lot of it had to do with the fact that I was playing an MTA worker as though that was something I should be ashamed of. Who said that? Do you have receipts? I'm going to go with D, none of the above. Oh, this is from 2016. Huh, what? Oh, I'm not reading that. Jones did indeed receive a number of racist tweets. Welcome to the internet. It's unfortunate that it happens. No one worth their own morality, integrity, is going to promote this sort of behavior. And I'm not reading that. I'm not even comfortable having it on my screen because, well, to be honest, let's go ahead and scroll this. You can see it. You can read it. Pause it for yourself. We're going to go on to that one. Oh, come on. Leslie Jones, yeah, let's keep going. So, welcome to the internet. Welcome to being, oh, good Lord. Hold on. These comments are wrong and they should be condemned. Absolutely. 100%. They violate God's second commandment. Right there with you. John, did you write this article? I'm right there with you, John. We don't agree on everything, but I am right there with you. You shall love your neighbor as yourself. If there was ever any sort of religious message that I would ever promote on my channel, I try to stay away from that because people get a little bit upset. They don't view all this stuff the same way. But I don't think you need to be religious to believe in this one little statement right here. Stop being a dick. Stop being dicks to each other. How about that? But hey, you know what? That's only in a perfect world. And unfortunately, we do not live in a perfect world. And you do have some keyboard warrior trolls out there who just want to get a rise out of the celebrity. They want to poke the... Okay, maybe poke the bear is not appropriate, but you get my meaning. Jones has also made similar comments. Of course she has. People do that. And they are wrong as well for the same reason. She previously compared white folks to a hippopotamus. Fair enough. She also made a call for, during a stand-up comedy routine back in 2017, if I see another 48-year-old white woman from Williamsburg saying, oh, I'm going to punch you in the mouth, stop doing that. Well, that's not very nice, Leslie. It's almost like you're a flaming hypocrite. Do you think you aren't racist? Congrats, you're the best white... Oh, good Lord. This is all a bunch of nonsense, but again, this goes back to more and more people coming out. If you criticize it, if you criticize a woman in a lead role, you're a misogynist, no matter how terrible the part is. If you criticize a black person in a lead role, well, you're just a bigot. You're a racist. The article is going to continue going on, making comparisons from one role to another. I don't like this movie, the journalist said, and you've got 5 minutes to prove to me that it's worth watching. Okay, what's this all about? As noted above, Jones is not just labeling people racist who made racist comments, but others who simply did not like the film. The excerpt from Rolling Stones begins with her citing an anonymous journalist expressing his opinion about the film. Okay. And there's the comment, I don't like the film. You've got 5 minutes to prove to me why it's worth watching. By the end of the excerpt, she revealed she wanted to physically attack him. My goodness. She wrote, quote, Y'all don't let me at him. I deserve that. Y'all didn't get me in a room with him and a Bronx Tale. What? And a Bronx Tale in his hand? You have to be careful with the things that you say because they come back and bite you. You got to be careful with the movies that you're in, especially if they're terrible, because it'll come back and bite you. But again, we'll end on this. This is what we have to look forward to. Writing such as Ghostbusters, writing such as Velma and She-Hulk and Obi-Wan, and follow that up with any sort of criticism whatsoever against those films or movies or any of sort of that writing, you will be labeled, again, as an istophobe. Welcome back, writers. Welcome back, actors and actresses. I'm so happy the strike is over. Congratulations, Leslie Jones. You can't get over a bad movie. Let me know what you think in the comments. Leave a like, leave a dislike. I appreciate you making it this far. Hit that subscribe button. Have a good one.